started. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Northwestern's offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Albright. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Albright. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Well, how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for a touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense has built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lanier. That's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. What a cut! Now he's loose. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw, it's Stone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
The give on the counter. Nice move there. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program to keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game, don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Quick spin on the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Looking left. And they can't make the play on third down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. The short hands. It's Taylor. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle, and it's Tracy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option, the give. Quick with the spin move. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Great job by the back on the option.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, dude.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Taylor has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Safe completion on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Northwestern, 7.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just throw that one away to avoid disaster.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And this guy just oozing confidence as they signal call. He's guiding this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
To the air, it's Stone. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Taylor. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trust that arm out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be 1st down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it set up on the outside. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game of divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Caught in the middle, it's Wagner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
1st down, I know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Back to throw, it's Stone. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking to pass, it's Stone. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Albright. Doesn't quite make make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hands it off. There he goes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker for the offensive coordinator because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To throw, it's Lindsey. A little screen to the running back. They get it out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Under fire. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be 3rd and long. The give is to Taylor. Spins away from the defense. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
So the penalty will not be a first. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stone. Fires to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's hard to stop great moves. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They kick it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
It just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.